Live from the KWQC Broadcast Center in downtown Davenport with Morgan Otier and Kyle Keel. This is Quad Cities Live.
Today on QCL, how a day on the golf course can change a child's future. We'll get details on the 26th annual Swing into Education Golf Tournament, helping students achieve their educational goals.
Plus, a Unity Point program designed to help patients living with chronic lung disease breathe easier, manage symptoms, and take control of their health.
And stars from your all-time favorite TV shows and movies are headed to downtown Davenport for this year's Planet Funk Con. What you can see and do at this year's event, now celebrating its 9th year. Hello and welcome to Quad Cities Live. Thanks for being with us today. I'm Kyle Keel, along with my co-host Morgan Otier. So Planting Books,
yes.
Seeds for a Better Future. It's a local nonprofit that continues to blossom each and every year, helping improve childhood literacy in Rock Island.
The organization hands out free books to hundreds of students and is looking to expand with some additional help from the community, of course. Tamara Felden is the president of the nonprofit and joins us in studio. Tamara, welcome back. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me again.
Yes.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure to see you and hear about the wonderful things that you are doing alongside your team of great volunteers.
Yeah.
So first, though, remind viewers who are watching today a little bit of your organization and your mission.
So we want to support children in the early elementary grades to really build good reading habits. And since so many students in the west end of Rock Island come from poverty, good books are expensive, and so they don't have libraries at home. Also, I have to say, we've been at it for 4 years. Some of them are getting there. And so we give books to children, everybody in kindergarten, first and second grade at the Rock Island Academy gets the same set of 3 books. So the kids can talk to each other about their reading, they can talk to their teachers, the teachers get a set of the books. We believe that if we can do this with the 3 schools in Rock Island's West End, that is the Rock Island Academy, Francis Willard School, and Earl Hansen Elementary School, if we can get to the point where we can do that year by year, the entire school will improve because these habits will continue. They will stay with the kids as they go to 3rd, 4th, 5th grade and so on. So that's what we're all about. I always say, give a kid a book, you get a reader.
Absolutely.
And when people say kids don't read, oh no, we have so much evidence to the opposite. Kids take a good book. They're so excited when we go into the school and we give the books. I crunched the numbers this morning. We've now given books to 630 kids in the West End, so that's almost 2,000 books have gone out there. And we continue with this. And so I brought us a little bit of a memory lane. These are some of the books we have given kids. So each child gets the same bundle of 3 books. We want them to have enough variety to where on a rainy day like this, they're inside, they're bored, they don't have just 1 book to go to, they have at least 3.
Put the devices down and open up a book.
Put the devices down and open up a book. And the books we choose have wonderful illustrations. So if a child is not exactly at that reading level, they still understand the story, they can still learn. We try to reach into the family further, but many of the parents have more than 1 job. I mean, those are tough lifestyles.
Absolutely.
And so we don't want to create a new obligation for the parent. We want to make sure that the child can handle what we're giving them. And if the parents get involved, so much the better. We know from some of the kids that they read the books to their siblings. And so it goes into the family further.
That's great.
Yeah, and so you talk about this growth. You've mentioned that you've been at the Rock Island Academy for the last 4 years, but you've expanded to Francis Willard, and now you're looking to expand even further, correct? Earl Hansen?
Yes, we want to get to where we give kids at Francis Willard also kindergarten, 1st and 2nd grade, and we want to expand to Earl Hansen because that is an area in our city that's very much traditionally underserved. We have great libraries, but to get to a library, you have to go through a number of steps. You have to know when they're open. You have to have transportation, right? We want to make sure that between the child and the reading, there's no obstacle whatsoever. They can just reach. And so, yes, so we're planning to continue our expansion.
Yes.
And we're planning to go further in terms of the grade levels.
That's awesome.
Which is great to hear that you've been able to do that, you know, year after year. It takes a lot of help from the community as well to be able to do that. So I do want to make sure we take some time and kind of explain to people the ways in which they can support your organization so they can donate, and what are the ways that they can do that?
So we are in Birdies for Charity. So
great.
many viewers are very familiar with that. And of course, when you donate through that, you can potentially win a great prize.
Yes.
So there are some cool options there.
Nice
we are
incentives.
Bird 2411, and one can go to our website. If you go to Planting Books online, you will find us. Our website has the Birdies option. It has a direct donation option, so we have electronic donation options that are secure.
Great.
I should also say that we never, ever, ever share, let alone sell anybody's information.
Sure.
So
Of
the
course.
information
all
ends
secure.
with us. It's all secure.
All right.
And if somebody wants to just put a check in the mail, they can do that as well.
And of course, we've got the mailing address and the website that we had on the screen. We'll also have this on our website, kwqc.com. Click Quad Cities Live. Tomorrow, we got to have you back because we've run out of time. But I know you're looking to expand it to writing
There
at the
will be
third
more
grade
to share.
level. So
Yes.
we're going to get Tamara back here to talk more about that at a later
I
date.
would
But
love
as
to come
always, we
back.
really appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
What
Thank
great
you.
work you're doing.
Much
Thank you
appreciated.
very much
Thank
for being
you.
here. And still to come, a local tradition returns to the fairways for its 26th year. How to take part in the annual Swing into Education golf tournament and make an impact on area students.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
For more than a quarter century, one local golf tournament has been helping Quad Cities students take the next step toward their educational goals. The 26th annual Swing into Education golf tournament tees off June 19th at Duck Creek Golf Course, raising scholarship money for deserving students throughout our region. Joining us now to talk about this year's tournament and the lives changed along the way is Ruben Moore, founder and president of QC United. Ruben, welcome back. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Yes, excited to talk with you about, 26 years of such a special event. So first, though, for viewers who may not be familiar, what is QC United? Really, what is the goal of the organization?
Well, the goal is to provide education scholarships for young people, because we found out when they get an education, they're better off in life.
Yeah.
I mean, they get better jobs. There's quite a few things they can do just by getting an education.
It is, yeah, just preparing them for the future in that way.
Right.
So Swing into Education, of course, is a golf tournament, as we mentioned. It is celebrating its 26th year, which is so hard to believe. So take us back to the beginning, if you will, in the sense that, you know, this has really continued to grow over more than 2 decades. I mean, what has that meant to you and to the people on your team to be able to see this continue?
Well, I've enjoyed every moment of it.
Yeah, I bet.
When I started, I didn't think it would get this big. I was just happy to get a couple guys to play golf. But it's gotten bigger and bigger and bigger, and it has. We have a lot of people who come back. I mean, we have a lot of comeback people who come playing the golf every year. I mean, from out of town.
Right.
I mean, from Arizona and places like that. They just come here to play golf and they like the golf tournament.
They like the golf tournament, and it's meaningful them to take part in this. I think in the past, when you and I have spoken, you've even had students that have been recipients of scholarship funds that also have come back and helped out, which, I mean, that really must warm your heart.
I have quite a few past students. Well, I worked in the Denver school system for 30 years, so I know quite a few students. So I have students that help me with different programs, different projects. With the golf tournament, I have one of my students has been with me for, I want to say, 17 years.
Amazing.
He's the guy who helped me with all of the Dr. Pepper Pops and energy drinks. And
stuff you need
to go in the goodie bags, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have a couple others that worked at Texas Roadhouse, and they make sure I get the peanuts and stuff like that. So a lot of my students, I pick up the phone and say, I need help, and they go, okay.
And they say, we got you. We got you, Ruben. So as we mentioned, June 19th, which is a Friday at Duck Creek Golf Course in Davenport. So for people who sign up, which they can still sign up, and please do, what can they expect on the day of the golf tournament?
Well, on the day we'll have goodie bags for all the golfers.
Okay.
And so I won't tell what's in the goodie bags.
It's a surprise. You got to sign up.
Right. There'll be sign-ups for different gifts and prizes. There'll be a $5,000 hole out there where somebody can hit a hole They can win $5,000. It's a small tournament, but it has all the big tournament entities. And well, Famous Dave's, of course, everybody loves that.
Yeah.
They can't wait. That's the first thing they ask me every year. Is Famous Dave's cooking again, Ruben? Yes, he is. You know what I mean? Yes, he is.
I love that. Okay, so I was looking over some notes, and over the years, QC United has awarded more than $100,000 in scholarship money, more than 100 scholarships individually. I mean, so what is the goal for this year? This is a very big year, 26 years.
Well, I'm hoping to get to 300,000.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And we're right at the steps there, and I'm hoping to get 200 kids. If I don't get quite 200, if I don't get 300, I think we did quite a bit of.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that we can get there. It's been a lot of fun. I mean, we've the kids come in. The ones who win scholarships, they come in, we show them off, and they get to tell what school they're going to go to, and they enjoy it. And we let their parents come with them.
It's a point of pride.
Yeah. So I always tell them when they leave, if you hear my voice, the gravelly voice on the phone, I'm calling for help, so don't hang the phone up.
Don't hang the phone up. Okay, well, as we wrap up our segment today, I just want to also mention, is Pete the Purple Bull going to be there? Because people may recognize QC United, and they correlate those two things.
I think we'll have Pete there.
Okay.
If it's too hot,
we can't have Pete if it's too hot. Look at that costume.
No, Pete won't make it.
He won't make it more than a few minutes, but we'll look forward to hopefully seeing him. The Swing into Education Golf Tournament benefiting QC United is set for Friday, June 19th at Duck Creek Golf Course in Davenport. The tournament itself starts at noon, but arrive early about 11 a.m. to make sure you're all registered. For more information, visit qcunited.org. Ruben, as always, thank you so much for all you do.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yes, and thank you for being here today. We appreciate you stopping by. Still to come on Quad Cities Live, we are learning more about a specialized pulmonary rehabilitation program. It's helping people with chronic lung conditions improve their quality of life.
Quad Cities Live continues.
Breathing in and out. It is something most of us take for granted until it becomes difficult. Millions of Americans live with chronic lung conditions that can make everyday tasks feel exhausting. Fortunately, a Unity Point pulmonary rehab program is helping patients regain strength, confidence, and independence. Joining me now from Unity Point Health Trinity is Dr. John Blamone, along with registered respiratory therapist Kaylee Estelano. Thank you both for being here today.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, I'm excited to share a lot of this really good information with our viewers. So as we mentioned today, we're talking about pulmonary rehabilitation and how it's helping people breathe easier and improve their quality of life. So Dr. Blamone, we'll start with you. For people that maybe have never heard of this before, what exactly is pulmonary rehab?
Well, pulmonary rehab is defined as by the American Thoracic Society as certain maneuvers designed for patients with chronic lung disease, such as COPD, pulmonary fibrosis, lung cancer, pulmonary hypertension, and it comprises three components really. One is a supervised exercise program by a certified respiratory therapist or rehab specialist, where the patient can be monitored and increase their level of activity, where their vital signs are monitored for safety.
Right.
Second component is really education, a lot of education. Educated patients do well with their symptom management, they do well with their inhaler. The program offers something that we as physicians sometimes don't have the time to educate the patient about, how to use their inhaler. Inhalers are expensive. And if they don't use it appropriately, they don't really get the benefit out of it. And the third component is the emotional component or psychological component, which is working with a group with similar health condition and the emotional support they get with that. What we see with patients with chronic lung disease, they become down. They feel like I'm not independent anymore. They're afraid to go out. Having that program help them to stay active for as long as they can and breathe, and their shortness of breath improve.
Yes, okay, all wonderful things. And if it's not something that's happened to you, you may know somebody in your life that is dealing with something like this, so important information. Kaylee, walk us through what participants can expect during that rehab program. I mean, we're seeing video on the screen. There's a great activity center there for people to utilize.
Our gym is great. We have a lot of different types of equipment. So a session is usually monitored by rehab specialists. So
Okay.
it's usually myself and then other exercise specialists that'll be there to help the patient through the session. They participate in monitored exercise, so we watch their vital signs really closely to make sure they're doing things in the safest way.
Yep.
And then there's an education component as well. So there's about an hour of exercise, about 30 minutes of education each time they come.
Yeah.
And it's really just to teach them how to better manage their chronic disease, to give them the confidence that they need to you know, manage their symptoms better.
Yeah, and just be a little less afraid. So, you know, from your perspective, Kaylee, what kinds of success have you seen from these patients? I mean, it's really got to be a 180 for a lot of them, especially having gone through maybe like, you know, a lung cancer or a removal or something like that.
Yeah, we have patients that have had lung transplants even. So
okay.
we see them, you know, gain the confidence with every session that they come to. They gain that confidence and the endurance that they build so that they feel better to do their daily activities and get back to the things they want to be doing.
Wonderful. Dr. Blamone, so as we wrap up with you both today, what are some ways to, I guess, reduce the risk of developing chronic lung disease? Obviously, sometimes people are born with these chronic lung diseases, but some aren't. So are there things we can be doing?
Yes, absolutely. Smoking is the number one. So please don't smoke. And if you're a smoker, please quit. And if you are vaping, also please quit. The second thing is really diet and exercise program. That's very important, and regular check up with your primary care physician or healthcare provider.
Okay,
Yes.
Wonderful information. And for those that are interested in learning more about pulmonary rehab, the program is offered at Trinity Heart Center in Rock Island. We have the phone number on your screen. A referral to the program is required, so keep that in mind. Once again, Kaylee and Dr. Blamone, thank you so much for being here and sharing this information.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Still to come, fans of comics, movies, animation, cosplay, and pop culture, they're not going to want to miss what's coming to downtown Davenport later this month. Up next, we're getting a preview of Planet FunkCon.
Quad Cities Live continues.
If you are a fan of comics, animation, movies, video games, wrestling, or maybe all of the above, well, one of the biggest pop cultural celebrations in the Quad Cities is making its return later this month.
That's right. We are talking about Planet FunkCon. It is back June 26th through the 28th at the River Center in downtown Davenport, bringing together celebrity guests, artists, vendors, live entertainment, so much.
Yes.
Joining us here on the screen, Marcus Gray is the founder, organizer, coordinator, you name it. This has been a passion project for you for many years.
Oh yeah. We're going on our 9th year now, and we're going stronger than ever. We're bringing out over 50 plus guests, and we might have some more coming. So people stay tuned to promotions and things on social media. We're always letting folks know about all the fun, funky goodness happening this year.
Funky goodness.
Yes.
Well, I mean, over the past 9 years, it really has grown. So, you know, what has that meant to you to see the interest and to see it build over the years?
Me, being a lifelong nerd, I always love that passion of just fans coming together to be able to indulge in your hobbies, whether it's Funko Pops, toys, games, wrestling, anything across that nerdy spectrum. I love it. Anime,
you are
all
not
that stuff.
alone. Right? You are not alone.
Nerds unite, right?
Yeah.
It's great to just talk with people who have the similar interests, and you won't get judged for it, right?
Oh yeah, no, our place is a safe space for anybody to come on down. You be you. We're all there to have a fun time,
Absolutely.
meet some good guests, play some video games. We got cosplay contests, face painting. We'll have makeup artists this year on the Fright
fun.
side, and tons of other things going
Obviously,
on
some
there.
little action figures, some swag that you can purchase as well that we're seeing on the screen right now. So talk about some of the highlights this year, because not every Planet FunkCon is the same. So if you went last year, there's going to be a lot more
New
to see
stuff,
this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the big really highlight things this year, we do have our returning band, Big Head Mode, that will be playing Friday night, 8 o'clock. Be there to check that out.
Yeah.
A bunch of good video game nerds playing some video game music. We got tons of guests from, let's see, we got some Toxic Crusader folks. Roger Bumpus voiced them, but then also Roger was Squidward. Everybody's little...
Oh, yes.
Little,
Love Squidward.
Yeah, it's like...
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob, it's people love it. It's
to this day.
A massive thing. And then for those kids that grew up in the 90s and like classic cartoons, we got Captain Planet coming. No,
That
so
is awesome.
He's the original OG environmental hero trying to
Yeah.
save the world.
Yeah.
And we got some wrestlers from the Honky Tonk Man coming, and then other kind of bigger guys that have done like I'd say spotlight type stuff for they were kind of different actors and stuff
Yeah.
like that that did things wrestling adjacent.
Yes. Okay. So you provided us with some photos of many of the guests that are planning on being there for Planet Funk Con this year. I thought this was pretty cool when I was putting this together and editing. I'm going, oh my gosh, I know that guy.
Yes.
I'm like, he's from Clerks. He's
Yeah.
from Mallrats. I mean, this is stuff that I grew up with.
Yes.
So there truly is like somebody special for everybody that is showing up where they're going to go. Like Jeremy London. I couldn't
Yeah.
believe it. I mean,
Yeah.
we've got some pretty big,
His brother,
stars.
yeah, his brother Jason will be there too. So for you
Wow.
dazed and confused fans, he was one of the main leads in that. And then, Jeremy's co-star Brian O'Halloran, who have, like you said, Clerks, Mallrats fame,
Yeah.
a lot of Kevin Smith films. He's gonna be there. Plus, like what's showing out with Tim Jacobus, Goosebumps. Yeah, how many
Oh,
90s
yeah.
kids grew up with the
Goosebumps.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
All the artwork of everybody's childhood.
And real
love
quick,
it.
Marcus, we want to mention this year's special because it's kind of two conventions under one roof because you've got QC FrightCon as well.
Yes, yeah. So this year we're doing 2 shows in one. There's a FrightCon, QC FrightCon going on across the street, which will have its own set of guests
Yeah.
and whatnot. So Ken Faree, Sean Whalen, Christine Elise, Mark Donovan, and Sam Jones.
Gotta get your tickets,
everybody-
everyone.
Flash Gordon, he'll be there.
Get your tickets. We've got the information on the screen. Head to planetfunkcon.com to get those tickets, either a day pass, a weekend pass, a VIP pass, whatever you want. Marcus, thank you so much for being here today.
Invite me out. I always love chatting with y'all.
We love chatting with
so
you as
much.
well. We'll see you next time.